We got some great news for Salesforce stock investors as the company announced during an investor conference that they expect their revenue to achieve a level more than $60 billion in 2030. That's great news for Salesforce stock investors because revenue growth is one of the main concerns with stock market analysts evaluating this company. So I'm going to share with you this detail and what it could mean for Salesforce stock investors and update my buy or sell rating on this business and share with you my fair value calculation. So during an investor conference, Salesforce said they expect revenue of more than $60 billion in 2030. This was according to a presentation made at its Dreamforce event on Wednesday. Shares of Salesforce stock are up by nearly 4% in the aftermarket hours following this announcement. So I've had Salesforce stock rated as a buy all year long. I'm happy to see this news and I'm happy to see the share price increasing. Generated revenue of $39.5 billion. So if the company achieves more than $60 billion in revenue by 2030, that would be an increase of more than 50% over these next several years. So that's encouraging to stock market investors who are concerned about Salesforce's ability to generate revenue growth amid rising competition from companies that are using artificial intelligence to provide customer relationship management services. Investors have been less than impressed from Salesforce's investments in AI, and they've been wanting the company to make more progress, develop more innovation in order to compete in this rapidly changing environment. So Salesforce revenue is likely to go to 60 billion, but where's cash flow going to go? So to estimate that, I wanted to look at the company's cash flow to sales ratio going all the way back to 2005. And while this figure has been volatile, the company has generated at least 20% in cash flow from operations to sales, and that 20% number is a rarity. More often than not, the company is closer to 25%. And in the most recent 3-year period, they've been closer to 30, 34%, and 33%. So it's reasonable to assume that the company's operating cash flow to sales ratio will be roughly 25 to 35% in 2030 when the company does generate that $30 billion in revenue. So that makes my estimate for the company's free cash flow expectations in 2030 of roughly $21.4 billion. Click the link below to watch the full video.